Over a third of women in northern Ghana are married off before their 18th birthday. I meet with Hasia, a young mother who got married when she was 15 years old. Salmu, a community leader, speaks on behalf of girls like Hasia. She's been lobbying the chiefs to speak out against child marriage. And backed by the Girls Advocacy Alliance, she's making progress.
Those of us who are in authority as chiefs have to do the talking. What we are battling with in northern region is single diagnosis about our social system. And that single diagnosis is nothing but religious misinterpretation and cultural misapplication. That is all.
He told me he wants to meet me, that he wanted me to have sex with him. I told him that, no, my dear. Then he told me that if at all you don't want to have sex with me, then you won't get your salary.
In November 2017, the Ministry of Public Service made the appointment of labor officers mandatory for all Ugandan districts. These labor officers inspect workplaces and protect workers' rights.
We check on the working environment. How are they being treated? So in the process, women understand their rights. For example, they have a right to maternity leave. They have a right to equal pay like men. Before carrying out these as in inspections, which some women were being exploited sexually, but now they know where to run when that thing happens.
I got pregnant when I was 14 years old. I'm 20 years old and my child is 5 years old. We had a meeting under Girls Advocacy Alliance. From the training I got there, I came back to the village and formed my group, Girls Advocacy Group. And the group consists of 50 girls, the adolescents and the young mothers like me. We do table banking. We save by ourselves, then we borrow the money again to empower us economically.
Kupitia GAA niliweza kuwa identified na Plan International, nikapata sponsorship hapo, nikapelekwa kwa Vocational Training Institute. Sasa naendelea mbele na masomo yangu ya electrical installation.
When you get pregnant, your parent has no choice than to ask for the father of the baby, of the unborn baby. And when the father of the unborn baby arrives, they automatically hand you over to that man as a wife. That leads to early marriage.
I have a 9-year-old son by the name Gashon, and I was 17 when I had the baby. That's one of the reasons why I decided to join the advocacy, because I'm also a victim of teenage pregnancy.
That in terms of advocacy, teenage pregnancy, early marriage is at higher rates.
My big dream in life is to achieve my university degree, because that is what people are looking up on me. They think I'll never get there. I believe in myself.
I saw how much girls were suffering, teenage girls who were pregnant, teenage mothers. So I was like, if I have to do something, then I've got to do it. I have a voice, I have the power of my voice to speak, so then why not speak?
My head is covered and not my brain. You should not be educated you should be housewife, you should do house chores, you should get married and give back to a lot of kids. And I'm here to make that difference and to change the perspective of that.
SGBV thing. Sexual and gender-based violence in schools, sexual and gender-based violence at home, sexual and gender-based violence everywhere.
Men just look at us and do anything they feel of doing to us because we are women, we don't have right.
People never understood about this gender. But through the teaching of the GAA, all of those things, have been cooling down. Because telling you that your own child, even though you have right over your child, but your child also have a right.
GAA make women so proud of themselves.
All of the communities that our partners work in, they were able to transcribe community bylaws and print them into booklet forms, and they were signed off by community members. They would be able to continue to guide the communities to do away with gender-based violence, child marriage, ensuring that girls remain in school, to ensure economic empowerment for girls at the end of the day.
My good people, you're listening to me, especially the men them. Let us treat our girls and young women with respect and dignity. Amen. Rape and violence against girls and women is not good for our society.
የሆነ ቀን ከቤታችን ሰው መጥቶ ቤተሰቦችን ሲጠይቅ እህቴ ሰምታ ለኔ ያወራች። ወላጆቼ ለሰው ሊድሩኝ እንደነበረ ነገረች። አወቅኩና በጣም ተጨነቅኩ። ከዚያ በኋላ በጣም ተጨነቅኩና በወረቀት ስሜን ጽፌ ሳጥን ውስጥ ከተትኩ። መምህሬ ወረቀቱን አነሳና አክስቴን ቤተሰቦችን እንድታናግራት ጠየቃት። ፕላን ኢንተርናሽናል ጎጂ ልማዳዊ ድርጊትና የዕድሜ ጋብቻን መጥፎ እንደሆኑ አስተምሮኛል። አባቴ ዓላማዬን ስለደገፈልኝ በጣም ደስተኛ ነኝ።
Thank you so much for taking time of your very, very busy schedules to come and join us in this visual validation meeting of the first ever Maputo Protocol Scorecard and Index. And this is really exciting for us.
At the continental level, the African Union Commission, the regional economic communities, the government have made significant progress toward advancing the human rights of women as they have produced instruments that are integrated into national laws.
As the African Commission, we have a mandate to ensure that states report on the Maputo Protocol. And having a tool of such a nature, I think it's very important.
This report will therefore inform continental advocacy and drive a continental discourse on our COVID-19 response and how we can take progressive steps to address girls' issues.
My department, Social Affairs, will utilize the report in its activities as well as its call to member states. And I commit myself and my department that we will work jointly with all of you to make sure that the recommendations of the report, it will be fully implemented and a more protective environment will be created for our girls.
Girls are likely to drop out of school more than boys to look for jobs to sustain families. And this is where we see sexual exploitation of children happening, transactional sex going on, child labor happening.
The government should encourage vocational training
In Ghana currently, we are doing well with vocational training institutions, but I think that we also have to step up our game in providing skills for these young girls.
Moving on, we want poverty alleviation and economic support to extend to girls in a way that ensures that access to urgent life-saving provisions, services, healthcare, etc., sanitation are made available to them.
Women continue to challenge social disparities through influencing change of policies.
A world where the girl child is empowered to participate in economic activities that were formerly known to be only done by the boy child.
Don't sit in silence as we heard.
The report is launched.
It is a report that covers almost all aspects of the law and covers the laws and regulations and policies of all governments in Africa.
The only campaign that matters for us right now is to make sure that the girl child is equally seen, heard, and valued from birth, in her family, in school, in communities, in the workplace, everywhere.
Today has been a successful day, and it has been a great experience stepping into the shoes of the Ambassador Lisa.
Takeover program is fantastic. It gives young women like Virginia and Stephanie and Seta a chance to showcase the skills that they have.
So far I've chaired 2 meetings, and the takeover is really educative to us as advocates and other girls out there.
This will motivate us girls, that girls can also have this position, higher position, and I know girls and young women, we can also make it.
Our voices are actually being heard and put into action.
The future is female, the future is now. Let us support the girl child.